Hey everybody. I'm 1 month into chemo, or yeah, and 11 months to go. And it seems to be the pattern is getting chemo, feeling like a sick person for 2 months, 2 weeks, and then feeling better for a week where I run around getting everything done, sorting my mail, vacuuming the living room. But even saying, but this time I seem to be doing a little bit better than last time. I actually went for a walk today. And what's such a big deal, I mean, I've been getting movement, but it was like exhausting walking around the house, and I was afraid that if I went for a walk, I'd get exhausted and wouldn't be able to get back. So, well, Will was going to bring a chair with us just in case I needed to sit down. I'm like, well, I'll sit on the ground. I mean, that's fine. I'm more worried. Yeah, I'm more worried about just being so tired. I'm more worried about him having to go home and get a car and come and get me than I am about sitting on the ground. The advantage to where we went is there's a gas station. It's a self help gas station, but it has a porta potty. So I was like, well, let's go there so that I have a potty to use at the halfway mark just in case because one of the side effects is a little bit of a diarrhea situation. Although it's getting better now, I was still like, that might be a good goal. Let's go that way instead of the other way. And Will and I, seasoned music festival veterans, forgot the hand sanitizer to use the porta potty in the middle of a pandemic. So that was embarrassing. But and then oh my gosh, there's a coffee shop going in across the street, walking distance to the house, which is something I haven't experienced. And for all I can think of is how much I really want a cappuccino. Well, of course, it's not open because it's the middle of January, but I have not had coffee since December 2nd. Today is January 4th. I am no longer a coffee drinker because it doesn't taste good to me anymore. You heard it here first, folks. I am no longer a coffee drinker, although I have every intention of getting back into it as soon as humanly possible. Don't worry. Don't worry. Um, so I put on Facebook that I ordered a masks required yard sign and put it in my front yard just to kind of remind people, I mean, there it is. Yeah, I'm a little bit scared. Truth be told, I'm a little bit scared. My like the last time I had chemo was the day that the nurses were getting their shots. Like some of them were scheduled for the day before, and some of them were scheduled that day. So of course it was the topic of everybody's conversation, and they're like, "Well, we still have to wear masks." I'm like, "Oh, and they kind of this is early on. I mean, everybody knows this now, but it doesn't. You still have to wear masks even once you've been vaccinated because it keeps you from getting sick, but you're still contagious. Basically all it does is keep you out of the hospital, which is great. I mean, I'm not knocking that, but you're still contagious. So I'm like, oh my gosh, you're vaccinated, but you could still be giving me oopsies. Well, I'm a little bit scared about it too because the first time I was so sick from just going into the hospital and I just had a cold. But just hospitals are kind of sick places, and I have to go in, and I don't have much in the way of a immune system, so it's scary for me. And big news tomorrow, I meet with an alternative medicine doctor. I'm very excited. What if she prescribes acupuncture? That's going to be very exciting. So I'm interested in finding out what she says about kind of, well, okay, so obviously my long term health is getting rid of the cancer, but I'm trying to protect my liver and my heart and my skin. I hope that you know what I mean. Just because, I mean, there's all these side effects from the chemo, things like hair loss and diarrhea and dry skin and some vomiting. And but then there's also the other long term. Those are there's a workaround for those, and it's inconvenient. But at the end of the day, I mean, I could have heart problems from this. So anyway, so hopefully she'll be able to give me some alternative methods of kind of controlling some of my side effects. and kind of maintaining my long-term health. That's kind of really, really important to me because when this is all over, I'd really like to be back in the whole like farm girl, yeah, kind of mentality. Uh, so anyway, thank you so much for everything you guys have done and said and sent, and it means a lot. I mean, even if it's just a thumbs up on something that I post, because I'm like so desperate for human contact. Like, oh my gosh, like I can kind of, I might be becoming a little bit addicted to social media because, well, I guess everybody's on lockdown, right? You start like paying attention to the likes. That's that's the stage I'm into, paying attention to the likes. All right, everybody, I love you very much. Um, Maybe I'll see you around in the, well, no, because we're all in lockdown. So yay! I'm gonna get some of my chores done and get ready for round three. But round three will be yeah. So the next time I post one of these 2 weeks marks, 2 week videos, it'll be 3 weeks from now. I will be a couple of days away from getting some imaging done to see if the tumor has shrunk. I know it has. I can tell. I can feel it. I mean, this thing was like 5 centimeters. I was like bumping in my arm, and it's gone. It was actually gone kind of after the first week. No, I mean the nucleus or whatever is still there. I can feel it, but like anyway, I think I might have said something like that in the last video. Okay, I'm babbling now. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you later.